Fragrance. It's a word you often see that's found in everyday items, from beauty products to your underwear. But could that innocent fragrance be more flagrant than we ever realized? Check it out.
There are cancer-causing chemicals in your house.
God, this thing stinks.
You just don't know where.
Thank you for calling Justice. How may I help you?
It was a simple question.
I'm trying to find out what chemical they would put on the kids' pajamas.
What's in the stuff we buy?
Everyone assumes they can turn the box around, see what's in it.
One big loophole is fragrance, and that can be hundreds of different chemicals.
These companies can make their products cheaply if they use more toxic ingredients.
You're just dumping all this toxic stuff into your bloodstream.
Most people think there is something like the FDA for the chemicals in consumer products, but that's not true, and that's by design.
This is the story of a single father against the trillion-dollar chemical industry.
He's the director of the new documentary called Stink. John Wellen joins us now, and also here to add her 2 cents, legal analyst Areva Martin.
A little more than 2 cents.
10 cents, however many cents you want to add. But
100.
John, I want to ask you, what was your purpose in doing the documentary in the first place?
Well, I bought my daughter a pair of pajamas for Christmas. She opens up the package and they have a weird smell. So I tried to find out, why would these things have this stink? So I call up the company and they completely stonewalled me. They wouldn't tell me which chemicals were in the product, and they said it was a secret. I said, secret? So then I started thinking about all the other scented products in our home. I mean, fragrance has become like a condiment for virtually every product category. And so I started calling those companies, and it's all the secret. So I decided I wanted to find out what makes all these products stink.
I like this because I've become so conscious of this since starting to host this show, to the point where if I see fragrance on the ingredients list, I'm like, I'd rather not, because what the heck does that even mean? And all these chemicals, what are they? We should know what they are. I know, Areva, you're big on that, because we're buying these things, and if companies won't even tell us what's in it, that stinks.
There's this loophole in the federal law, and I'm sure you ran into this, that says these fragrances are proprietary formulas of these big companies, and so therefore they're a trade secret, and that's why they don't have to list all the chemicals on products.
Now, I'm curious, in all of your research, when it says natural fragrance, is that better?
Well, there's no legal definition for natural. It's kind of like natural food, so it doesn't really mean anything. But I think that fragrance in itself, I think most people don't know it's a loophole. That word is used in lieu of disclosing the actual ingredients,
what it really is,
which could be hundreds of chemicals.
And John, you touched on clothing, but I mean, we're talking about furniture, carpet, cleaning products,
makeup,
beds,
shampoo,
bedding, all of those things that when it comes new, it very often has a very unique stink to it.
But John, isn't it also, this really speaks to the issue of what are we putting on our bodies or living around on a daily basis, and what are those chemicals, and how dangerous are they when we're exposed to them, you know, over decades of time?
In the last 25 years, a report came out of Berkeley this week, our exposure to synthetic chemicals has gone up 8,000%. And so it's hard to take two variables and say that, you know, chemicals are going up and chronic disease is going up, and say that one causes the other. But at the same time, we know that it's legal to sell products with chemicals that cause cancer, birth defects, and disrupt hormones, and they don't have to disclose it on product labels. And I think the key here, the catalyst for change, is transparency. Because the companies had to disclose all the ingredients, they would make better choices about what they put in the products, and that would empower consumers to make better choices about what they buy. The other problem is that because everyone thinks that the federal agencies actually have the authority to recall products, to test products, and that's not the case. And so you really have to take responsibility as individuals. Retailers have to be more responsible.
The one thing that we actually all control is our wallets. And one of the things I am starting to see, and I think you feel this way as well, is the more we're voting with our wallets, we're saying, wait, I don't want this product to have fragrance in it. Take it out. Are more companies, are they starting to do that?
Absolutely. And I think the larger conventional companies are slow to get the memo, but we're seeing a lot of smaller companies that are doing that. Their business models are predicated on transparency. People are aware of what they're putting in their body, and now the next movement, what are you putting on your body? I mean, your skin's your largest organ, as we know. This stuff is absorbed in your bloodstream almost, you know,
and I'm
quickly.
upset still, because some of my favorite products, they'll still have some of these cancer-causing agents in them, and it's hard even for us as individuals, right? Admit it. It's hard to shut them out, because you really like them for all these things, except that one little thing in there, fragrance. But you've motivated me. I'm done.
But